Crafty babes, it's Andrea. I am so excited to share with you what I have done so far in my very first traveler's notebook. If you saw my 2017 crafty plans and stuff video, I let everybody know, as if it, like, I don't need to let everybody know, but I mentioned that my personal album would now be going from a 6x8 pocket page style to traveler's notebook style, and I have been a freaking maniac in this in this book. So I didn't have an idea really of what the whole I didn't really get it. I thought it was just a big blank page, and I'm a pocket girl, so, but I've been toying with the idea, and I received 4 of these gorgeous plain white books from Shauna Noel. She sent them to me for Christmas, and they're all covered with some gorgeous paper, and the white paper inside just has me like loving it. So I decided I would give it a try, and have fallen absolutely head over heels in love with this. So I have now ordered more because Felicity Jane is like the best thing since, oh my gosh, the papers are so gorgeous. So I ordered a couple of additional books so that, because I have a feeling I'm really gonna go through these. So I'm already almost halfway through with this one. So I'm just gonna take you through a quick look inside what I've done so far. So the first page is just kind of introducing January, and I found this meme from Jot magazine months ago, and it just says creativity is inventing, experimenting, growing, taking risks, breaking rules, making mistakes, and having fun. And I feel like that was the perfect introduction to what I'm doing here. Is I'm being creative, I'm experimenting, I'm growing, and I'm having fun. And even if I make mistakes, it's totally fine. And I just had so much fun cutting up paper. And I mean, I didn't even use my paper trimmer on some of these things. I just used my hand scissors and was like feeling all kinds of free. It was really fun. So this kind of what it's going to be like is just, I'm going to be doing a lot of things that you would normally see in my personal album. It's going to be, you know, outfit photos and selfies and quotes and things about my one little word. Lists are going to go in here. It's kind of just going to be a catch-all for anything that's not family related. So that is pretty much what it's going to be like. The second page here is just so much fun. So this is something that I posted from I Heart Nap Time. I either have my hair done and my makeup done, or I look homeless. There's no in between, which was perfect for me because that's pretty much what I looked like throughout my vacation. So I notated here that I had the homeless look going on for 9 of my 12 vacation days. So it felt pretty good. I used some LE Studio things here. So this heart here is actually on a 3x4 journaling card in the January kit. So that I just cut out because I felt like when I used it with the white background, it took away from just the look that I was going for over there. So I just cut it out. And then there's a stamp in one of their older stamp sets. It just says the story of. So I stamped it on this other card here that's also part of the January kit. And then Gossamer Blue had a little staycation, #staycation stamp in an older kit. So I used that because that's what we did. It was a staycation. We didn't go anywhere. So that's it. This is my one little word page. So I use these big giant letters that I found like a year ago at Target in the dollar bins. And I really haven't busted them out for anything really. But since my word was so small, I kind of spaced it out and was like, oh my gosh, it works, it fits. So I did both the white and the craft color. And then I did some stamps, little stamp clusters. So these plus signs and the dots are from a couple of LE Studio stamps. So one is the Malia number set, and then another one is from their Jonah Alpha set. And I just kind of clustered them and then layered them with different colors, and then I did like little dots with a pen and little smaller plus signs. And so the layering and like being messy is kind of another like step in a different direction for me. So it was out of my comfort zone, which is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to step out of my normal box, and felt pretty good about this page. This next one is was from December 23rd, and even though it's like I say it's January, but you know, it's kind of all random and not really in any order. But I took this photo. I was up early, and so I was just making lists and planning and stuff, and just loved being able to just throw stuff in here. I found some colors that I liked, and this has been super, super fun. A lot of Reset Girl stuff here because her stuff is awesome, basically. This page is to document me getting on the LE Studio design team, which was super fun and a total dream of mine. And I just talked about the story about how in 2015, Ellie actually asked me to be on the team, and I had just accepted my role on the Illustrated Faith design team. And I couldn't take on another team. I just couldn't do it. And she basically said, well, you got a rain check. So I cashed in my rain check this year because I kind of got things down, and my role at Illustrated Faith has changed slightly. So I'm not doing as much, but I really was happy to be able to take on this team because it's just so perfect. It's very natural that I find myself creating with their stuff, and I just love everything that she does. So I loved that I had this little happiness found. This is from, a lot of the stuff from this page is from an older collection of theirs called Little Moments. One of my favorites. The colors are like top notch. This is 2 different pages, so I'm not struggling, but I found it a little bit difficult after creating all of these 2-page spreads, just going to a 1-page, but I am going to get over that. I'm going to step on out of my box. So I had this quote in my personal photo box and really loved being able to just stick with the 2 colors and digging through my stash. I am using so much for my stash, and I'm using, now I finally have a reason to use scraps. So I had for the longest time been kind of just tossing my scraps because I no longer did, full layouts, and it's, not as easy to use scraps in project life pages just because you're just really working with cards, and it's just kind of hard to keep scraps around. But I always had, and then for a small time I stopped doing that. But now I feel like I really can, and that I would be able to use them in here. It's kind of the perfect place and the perfect size. So then on this side here, I use some older stuff to just create like this little top and bottom border, and then use some washi tape to like make this little piece stand out because the pinks don't match exactly, and it was kind of driving me bonkers. So I just needed something to kind of separate them. And then here I'm using pockets in my traveler's notebook still, and super happy about it. So I just used some washi to tape down a strip that I had trimmed off. I basically took the 4-up 3x4s, and I trimmed off the hole punch section, and I trimmed off the other set of pockets. And I have my little pocket that I can fold in here, and I have some journaling on the back that you can flip over, and a photo of me and one of my best girls, and made it real simple with some older supplies. And then on the other side, I was able to use the pockets again and document one of my favorite things on my YouTube channel is my Ask Andrea series, which is super fun, and I hope to be getting back to very, very soon. And then here I used this little template. This, I don't know if it actually is supposed to be used for a template, but it's this little vellum piece from LE Studio, the Little Moments collection, the paper pieces. It came with this little template, and so I thought, well, what if I just, use it once, then that's it, and it's so cute. So I thought, well, what if I just use it to trace some hearts? So I just traced some hearts and put the little Hello Puffy sticker on top. Called it a day. And I'm super happy with everything. I'm super happy. This is like opening up a whole new world, which is really fun. I'm super excited about trying new things and just seeing what else my creativity can get me. And I hope that you've enjoyed. I hope that you are also having fun documenting all of your fun personal things. We will talk really soon, and thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.